Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. I finally made it to Carowinds, and I'm right here is Fury. I saw it running a little while ago, and as you can't tell, looks like the rainy weather from Dollywood followed me here. Hopefully I'll be able to get on all the open credits today, although I do believe there's a few that were already closed, but this ride I'm looking forward to the most. This, Copperhead Strike, Intimidator way back there, and Afterburn, and just experiencing this whole park for the first time. A lot of people have been saying I should go here. My friend Sean, or East Coaster fan, was just here earlier this month, so I got to kind of see what my experience would be like through him and saw what he was posting. So I'm really looking forward to this, and let's head on in. And I forgot to mention, this is now day 5 of CoasterCon. So I feel like the main host park was Dollywood, and then they kind of like put Carowinds as like a little bit of a add-on for 2 days. One, because it's nearby, and also it is celebrating this year its 50th anniversary. Which is kind of also funny because last year I was at Kings Island for the first time for their 50th anniversary about a year ago. So I guess that's back-to-back 50th anniversary park. So hey, Great Adventure, what are you doing for your 50th? I feel there's just a lot of parks celebrating 50th just because there was the whole theme park boom in the 70s with like Kings Island, this, Great Adventure, just a ton of parks that opened in the 70s that are all now celebrating 50 years. And if you didn't know what the big gimmick of Carowinds is, this line right here, also goes down that way, is the border between the Carolinas. So this side is the south and this side is the north. Just came in from the entrance. One thing I want to point out, they have a very strict like security screening. Like most parks, it's usually like, you know, the new like systems where you just, you know, go through, if it beeps, they just count through your bags. But with Carowinds, they were like, they made me take out everything that was metal in both of my bags, my fanny pack and my drawstring bag. And then also, you know, put those through the metal detectors again until they stop beeping. So, good job, Carowinds. Now, since this is my first time here, I know the general layout, at least the big coasters. I know Fury's down here, Intimidator's over there, Copperhead and Afterburn are kind of like in the back, and all the other coasters are kind of scattered in the middle or on the edges. But I don't know the intricate layout, so this will be very interesting, me trying to find my way around. I'll download the app just so I can get like the wait times and also look at the maps there, but it'd be really cool just experiencing a new park for the first time. Because even when I went to Kings Island last year, I kind of knew the general layout. I knew pretty much the whole layout of that park since I've been like seeing it for years, but I haven't really like followed much of Carowinds, so it'll be very cool to experience this all for the first time. I did see Hurler is running, and I checked the wait times, and they show that both Flying Cobras and Vortex are open. So, man, I guess good news that the credits open. Bad news is that those credits are open. But I am so excited to ride this. For amazing things about it. Like this is the reason why I'm here, honestly. And also the park is like dead. It's mainly just us for CoasterCon because we have to be here. Okay, just did first ride on Fury 325. That was pretty damn good. That was really good. Definitely, like, initial thoughts. Best B&M Giga, better than Orion. Probably better than, like, Mako or Candemonium. I'm gonna get some more rides on it because there's literally no wait. It's one train ops, but it's, like, just to the stairs, because it's mainly just us Ace people in the park. But I'm gonna get a few more rides on it, get some more thoughts, but initial thoughts, that was really damn good. Like top 15 or so for sure. All right, just got off another ride on Fury, a bit closer to the front. It was in row 3. Still really great. Also joined up with Alex here.
Hello.
Yeah, how was your Fury ride?
It was pretty good. I've done this ride before, but it ran really good. I got like near the back row, so it's always a good ride.
Anyway, now we're on to Hurler, which I've done the King's Dominion one back in like 2015. So this will be kind of a throwback for me. And hopefully this will get the Twisted Timbers treatment someday.
It's a little better than the King's Dominion.
Yeah, I've heard this is the better one, and also like Thunder Road, or not Thunder Road, Thunder Run at Kentucky Kingdom is similar enough to this.
Over items lost or damaged while riding. Now sit back.
Could you be any more loud?
What?
What? What?
They're selling chocolate!
They're selling chocolates?
What?
Is it only coming out of the tweeters? I feel like there's nothing coming out of the
I think they blew out the speaker, so it's too loud. It's just
gonna make it
Some yoga.
I love how he's doing this whole announcement just for like this. Like I said, I joked earlier, so there's 1,300 people in attendance for CoasterCon. I feel like today's attendance will be 1,300. Like just us.
More like 13.
13.
Oh yeah, at least for like Hurler right now, yeah. I'm talking like park attendance today.
It's just us.
Yeah.
And there was one Jewish youth group here, which is nice to see after seeing, what, 100 Christian groups in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Welcome to Hurler.
You're watching CBS, the loudest channel on TV.
Previously on NCIS. Son of a bitch! So, what kind of Navy crime do we have today?
Get it hurt! I'll show you. Follow me to our windowless high-tech room. I love you, Peter!
Okay, my hand got in the camera there, but honestly, for this ride, I don't care. We did Hurler. The entire ride, I was just pointing out where all the elements from Twisted Timbers are. That is a far better ride. Carowinds, please. Just get a modded wooden coaster somewhere else in the park, and then you have this thing that is useless. I mean, it's already useless.
This is worthless.
It's less than worthless, my boy.
As we're waiting now for Carolina Cyclone, I think we got a post-Hurler chiropractor. Just did Carolina Cyclone. It was fine. I mean, it's a small aero looper, so it's not entirely painful. Something like Viper or Anaconda. It's just fine. I now know through Quartz or Cedar Point to do like kind of like stand-up coaster method of putting your shoulders up against the restraint. And speaking of stand-up coasters, Vortex, despite showing a 0-minute wait on the app, is just down. And so is Ricochet. So hopefully those rides open later. Also, just passing by here, I found out I did not know Carowinds had Cheekies and Pete's. I might try to get something there, because I realized like a lot of the Cedar Fair parks have, like, especially Dorney and Cedar Point, since those are pretty close to Philly. But probably try getting some of those later. Anyway, we're now on to Carolina Gold Rusher, featuring its gold train for the 50th anniversary. So hopefully we get a ride on that specific train.
Is anybody from Ace? Okay, you guys know the drill. Then secure all those loose and valuable articles. Any bags bigger than a pay pack must go into the bin. That's not in your head, so folks are not allowed on the ride.
Alright, just did Carolina Gold Rusher, their mine train. That was alright. Not bad. I really liked the ending. That was the best part. Like, I did not know we were like diving into a tunnel. Then it did this weird arrow transition, kind of like pointless, super hard bank up into the brake run.
My shins a little bit, but it was
yeah.
fine.
Like, I'd put this like up there as on like the mine train list. Although we didn't get the gold train, I got the red one.
You get a free pin, but you gotta buy a print.
Well, let me alright, I get a free pin if I buy a picture. Let's go buy the picture. I guess not. Oh yeah, the picture was like really early in the ride. Like I would have put that towards, I would have put it in the tunnel, not right at the beginning. Did Flying Cobras, that was fine. It was, you know, they had the new restraints, so no headbanging. But one interesting thing, that was your first ever boomerang.
That was my first time doing a boomerang.
Yeah, I realized you never did a remix.
No,
so.
I've never done it before. It was weird. It was cool, but it like going backwards on a loop. Like this was my first time ever doing an inversion backwards. It felt so weird.
Yeah, I remember when I first did Sidewinder. That also took me off guard. Although yeah, this one and Remix and I believe the one at Maury's Piers all have like that new vest restraint. A lot of the older ones have like the big like bulky over the shoulder restraints, kind of like arrow restraints. So those are bad. That one's pretty good. Yeah. Although I still think Remix definitely the best one because one, all like the theming and stuff, but also it has like the magnetic brakes, and this one has like really loud like friction brakes. I'm not sure one about Maury's though. I don't remember if that was friction or magnetic. But anyway, I think our next coaster is one I'm really looking forward to. Probably after Fury, most anticipated new ride here. That's Copperhead Strike. I still remember like back when this was like this is kind of new enough where I like remember it being like teased and announced and built. So looking forward to getting on. I think actually, yeah, this was my first like mock multi-launch. I mean, apart from like Slinky Dog. This will be my first like actual like kind of like, you know, looping mock multi-launch. Alright, just did my first ride on Copperhead Strike. That was really good. Definitely like a bit rattly in the back. We're about to go again, maybe try towards the front. But first thoughts, really good. Launches are not really launches, they're more like just slow pushes. But you get great hang time on the inversions. Plus, right, where is it? Right there. There's like that ejector pop towards the end that I did not expect at all. And even like that hill over there after the loop gets pretty good ejector, but that one right there is like, okay, or just kind of like calming down towards the end, just boom. Really good ending there.
Welcome to Copperhead Strike. Riders must be 52 inches tall to ride. New software should not permitted in ride and must be left with a non-rider or in a locker. For your safety and the safety of other riders, hats, glasses, and cell phones must be stored in a pocket. Hands must
Can you actually look? You can look in here. So took a break for a little bit in here in Leonardo's. The rain actually is starting to slow down. Like I actually got to take my poncho off for a little bit, show off my Kings Island shirt, the last new Cedar Fair park I went to. But I got 2 more rides on Copperhead, once in the very front and once kind of towards the back, like second to last row. Both those rides were really good. I'm starting to really like the variety of forces. It's not just hang time or just airtime. There's also some positives or some laterals thrown in there. Like a really good balance of forces and just a really good ride. Definitely second best here, although there's not much competition right now. I mean, I haven't been on the other, I just saw Intimidator go over there. I haven't been on Afterburn yet, so see how those go. But overall, really liking this park. And I stopped here for lunch in Leonardo's, which is their kind of Italian place right nearby Aeronautical Landing, which I walked through a bit of Aeronautical Landing. That area looks awesome. Like I want to do all the flats there, except for the Zamperla gear spinning thing mixed at Hershey. I don't need to do that again. But looking at the food here, really liking the pizza and this massive garlic knot. And one thing I realized, especially after going to Cedar Point, they've really, across the chain, I feel, stepped up their food game, which is better than even other parks. So good job, Cedar Point, or Cedar Fair. All right, just finished lunch. It was pretty good pizza, although I wasn't a huge fan of the garlic knot. Pretty big and kind of hollow on the inside. But now it's time to do the next of the big 4, Afterburn. I was kind of realizing this is like the last of like the major inverts that I have to do in the US. So the rest are Batman the Ride clones, and then like kind of smaller ones like Patriot at Worlds of Fun or Flight Deck at Great America. This is the last of like the really big inverts that I still need to do. So looking forward to it. Just did Afterburn twice, once in the front row, once in the back. That was super forceful for one. Actually, I did prefer it in the front just because there was a bit less rattling and headbanging. But yeah, really forceful. Loved the underground Batwing element. And I mean, it does like the same elements that every invert usually does, you know, loop, Emmelman, 0G roll, corkscrew, either a Cobra roll or, you know, Batwing, but it does them really well. There's even a little bit of airtime kind of going over the station there, and I do like the theme of it. I mean, formerly Top Gun, but yeah, still really solid. I definitely think though it'll be out of the big 4 the least of the 4, especially compared to something like Fury, Copperhead, and Intimidator, which I'm looking forward to. Probably a bit later. Right now, I'm kind of credit hunting. And up next is Kittyhawk of Acoma Hang and Bang. Hopefully this one's good. I mean, I think this is what, same layout as Flying Ace, so, and that was just kind of a nothing ride really. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe it'll be something like Freedom Flyer. We'll have to see and find out. Alright, just did Kittyhawk. That was bad. Like, that hurt. A few things to note. One, like, you can see everywhere. Like, I looked up. They only repainted this, what, like 2017, 2018? And just everywhere you can see the paint peeling off and you see the yellow underneath. Headbanging, just kind of like, I mean, I've been on this layout and it's not that bad at Kings Island. I don't remember it being that bad, but this was just awful. But even the worst thing was, I come into the station and blaring off the fun TVs in the queue is Rickroll. So, all just, I was just cracking up going into the station because, like, out of all the music to play after getting off that terrible ride, you play Rickroll. Oh, like, look at this right here. Look at it. Seriously? This painting isn't even like 3 years old. Or no, not 3 years, sorry, 5 years old. And it's like already that bad? What happened here? Like, honestly, Carowinds, you can remove this. I don't care. You know, remove this. You can put some, you can take out this, put something in this spot. Anything. A better family Vekoma boomerang, like the Dragonfly, something like that. Just, no, this one was bad. That's definitely going on like the bottom of my like kids coaster list. The one good thing I can say about that ride is that it was actually a Zen ride. Like, nobody was on it. That last train, there was only 2 people on it. And that just goes to show how dead today is. Like, I mean, it was a bit rainy. Like, the guy actually in the operator was saying like, oh yeah, he got like perfect weather. I mean, earlier it was kind of but like right now, yeah, I do agree. This is like really perfect weather just because the rain scared everybody away. And now it's just kind of like, you know, overcast. And yeah, like, the park is dead. Every ride so far has been just like 5-minute wait. All the paths have been empty. Like, I mean, I know this park has busier days, but it's like, I've seen Dorney busier than this sometimes. So, yeah, this is a rough start to the day with terms of like weather, but it's definitely gotten a lot better, and that made the crowds awesome. Like, I wish it was sunny, but I'll take low crowds. Just did Wilderness Run, their kiddie credit. They were letting a bunch of ace people on today, so I guess they're not enforcing the whole you need a kid to ride rule. And okay, these hills here feel more like riding a bull than El Toro. You just like your neck just gets whiplashed back. By the way, I haven't even rode Intimidator yet, and I'm just loving how it kind of like wraps around the corner of the park and looks exactly like Diamondback. So I'm looking forward to that, and actually I think that's what I'm gonna be heading to do next. One other thing I saw as I passed by here at Camp Snoopy, as part of their kids area, they have Beagle Scout Acres. Nice Eagle Scout pun, as a Eagle Scout myself. I like it, but I think I just saw something back here I wanted to get to. Finally, what I've been needing. Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Just did 3 rides on Intimidator, or as I call it, I-232. Really good. Like, I definitely compare it to Diamondback, just maybe a bit. I still can't decide if I like it better or worse than Diamondback. It's pretty close though. Yeah, I got a back row ride, a second to back ride, so like not on the edge, and then a front row ride. All of them are really great airtime. Too bad the trims hit on all of them. But anyway, I think actually it's now time to head over to dinner, which is right over here. So hopefully we get some good food, and I don't know if there's a silent auction or something today, or a presentation, I don't know. But, and later we have ERT, so day's not done yet. And also, I just noticed over there, blue sky. We are saved. I thought I'd never see blue sky like ever again. It's like, I don't know if they, yeah, I think they set this up for us. All the coasters here, including some of the former ones. There's Saturator, Gold Rusher, Cyclone, Vortex, Afterburn. They got them all lined up for us. Alright, just finished our dinner. You can see Ace took up like 3 whole pavilions. I just had like 2 hot dogs, they're pretty good. And right over here, they're doing the raffle. And actually changed it, so now there's 2 things. There's a lift walk of either Fury 325 or Nighthawk. And there's also another one for a tour of the pyrotechnics or the fireworks, and also a chance to ride on the parade float tomorrow during their Grand Carnival parade. I got 7 sets of 6, about $35 worth for that. Because, well, more specifically for that, because I want to climb the tallest lift in the world. Hopefully with these, I'll get that chance. So, bad news, I didn't win the raffle again. Maybe next throw-a-thon I'll win something again. But actually we're now in the water park, which is closed today because of the weather. I mean, the weather kind of cleared up a bit, although...
Well, except for that...
That's looking bad. I think that's just gonna pass kind of south of us. Well, earlier, like during the dinner, it was really nice weather. So of course, like right when the weather turned nice, we had to stop riding. But yeah, now they're heading us back into the water park for the rubber ducky regatta. I didn't put in a rubber ducky, but you did.
I did. I got 2 beautiful baby ducks.
I'm just mainly going to watch it and just check it out. I mean, I've heard it's very fun, so. But yeah, it's kind of weird, like going into an empty water park. It's a neck and neck race, and here comes the rest of the pack around the final turn.
Brothers. They could be my boys. Is somebody gonna come Are you guys counting them? No. Wow, look at all of them coming.
Look at all those chickens.
Those are geese, Michael. You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up.
200,000 clones already, with 1 million more well on the way. You must find the original clone of these ducks, Django Duck. They're still coming. Right, where's the last one? Is that it? Oh wait, here they are. There they are.
See, I was so stressed. I was like, we missed one.
Well, no, a duck. I think I saw a duck walk off to the lemonade stand.
Did he want grapes?
Yeah.
Hey, bum, bum.
Well, that was cool to see.
Got any?
All right, that was actually pretty good. Oh look, we found ducks, and now we have geese. Anyway, the rubber ducky regatta was fun to watch, but now I have to do my last credit. Oh, actually, wait, no, Ricochet is open now, I think, so I have that.
Vortex.
Well, Vortex is closed, I think, for a while, but now I'm heading over to do Nighthawk, which I've kind of done as Batwing at Six Flags America, but a
different coat of paint.
Yeah, and also this is different. So like the ending is different. The one at Six Flags America, instead of corkscrews, it's inline twists, and there's a helix over here. Because this was the original one built at California's Great America, and it didn't do very well. Like, it had a lot of technical problems. So Paramount said, all right, we're not building any more of these. And then they sent the other two they bought to the nearest Six Flags parks. For Kings Island, it was Geauga Lake, or Worlds of Adventure. And for Kings Dominion, it went to Six Flags America. Which, that's kind of the only one that's still around besides this one. So this is the original one. The one at Worlds of Adventure eventually went to Kings Island, ironically, which got removed for Orion. But this one's still here, and apparently it's the worst of the two, so. And you wrote it earlier, so.
I did not like it. Like, it's not bad, I just don't really like the feeling it has.
Yeah, maybe because I'm used to Batwing, I kind of can understand the feeling, so.
Right.
Yeah, so let's see how this one is. The Nighthawk was actually just down. It just reopened, so we'll be on the first newly reopened public train. Wait, there goes Goldie. Alright, we just did Nighthawk. We got a front row ride.
My back.
Okay, call me crazy. I kind of liked it. Maybe it's because I'm used to the feeling of a Flying Dutchman. I also maybe like, since I'm kind of like small in my restraint, whenever we like went to the flying position, I could kind of like hang down. I could kind of like hang down a bit below the seat so I wasn't like banging up against it. Yeah, that was actually, I kind of enjoyed it, you know? I think that is my 5th favorite in the park after like the big 4. There's a pretty big gap between number 4 and number 5, but still pretty good. So Ricochet is currently down. That's kind of the last open coaster I need. But while we're over here, let's try out the Carolina Sky Tower.
Is one of the park's original attractions and rises to heights of 12
Rises to 5,000 feet.
You will see a breathtaking 360-degree panoramic view of Carowinds. For more than 50 years, Carowinds has been a taste of Carolina's culture. The park opened to the public on March 31st, 1979 at a cost of $70 million. This was followed by an extensive 4-year building by Charlotte business and Jefferson College. Hall was installed in 1936 to Disneyland and by his dream of bringing the states of North and South Carolina close together. The name of the mountains was inspired by the park's original name. Carowinds still holds the title for the only amusement park in the United States that is situated within 2 states. Over the past half-century, Carowinds has seen major growth spurts with the addition of world-class stories and season passes. I see you back in!
I've never got up. There's one house over there. Yeah, that was, yeah, that thing was right over there. That's Hurler in it. That's Hurler. So yeah, so right there.
Years ago. Now the construction is back in a fresh and exciting way. And there are all the good vibes and good eats of Carolina.
I think that's Copperhead Strike.
50 years
Like this is out of the
junior secret exploration aviation. Families and friends are spending lifelong memories of war and consciousness.
The Sky Tower is actually pretty fun. They had a good kind of like audio spiel going, talking about the history of the park and everything like that. Too bad there was a bunch of like screaming kids.
Saying that there was like a volcano in the
horizon.
horizon.
Volcano. No, that's King's Dominion. At least it was. They also like were screaming Uptown when they just saw Charlotte off in the distance. We got a cool like 50th anniversary store here. I have to look in there. Anyway, most importantly, It's a Cedar Fair park, so you know what that means. Annie Ann's pretzel nuggets. I didn't get any at Cedar Point, so this is making up for it. All right, we got about an hour or so till park closing. Time to do some Fury night rides, or well, gust rides.
Once again, Fury is currently experiencing a temporary delay in operations. We do not know how long this will last. However, ride technicians are currently responding. You guys in the queue line, you guys are more than welcome to wait as you want. However, if you choose to exit, please exit the way you came from.
So yeah, it's now down for maintenance. Although it started raining, we saw some lightning off the distance. Let me. Doesn't look like it's raining that bad anymore. Okay, I can kind of see some rain over there. Can I just have a dry ride on Fury for once, please? Like, without being worried about getting pelted with bullets? Thank you. So we're holding out on the breakdown and kind of the weather here in the Fury gift shop. And we found the iconic Fury Squishmallows. You're my friend now.
We're gonna have soft tacos later.
Double mountain. You go up to the top, and then you come around the bottom, and then you connect to another lift hill.
Okay, oh, my voice is shot. We just got a front row night ride, rain ride on Fury 325. Ow!
If you want to know what feeling stung by a bunch of bugs at the same time is like, go on this on a rain ride.
Ow! I thought like mayflies on Millennium Force and Dragster were bad. At least Dragster is over quickly, and at least in Millennium Force there's some spots where the bugs aren't there. But that was just, it was torture. I know what prisoners of war feel like, getting tortured. Alex can tell you, he was next to me, I was screaming the entire ride.
I had to close my eyes for it because it was so bad. I just like had to cover them, and all I could just imagine was just like Michael from his screams being stung by a bunch of bugs.
Yeah, I really wish I should have just screamed not the bees, but I definitely felt the sting of raindrops at 95 miles per hour. Yeah, never again. If it ever even light rain on Fury, do not go in the front. Do not go in the front. Go any other row, just not the front, because you're getting the blunt force of it, and that was just painful. A fun kind of painful. No, not even a fun kind of painful, just painful. Like, ow, I just want it to be over. But, yeah, that's my rain ride experience on Fury. Waiting over here for they've been advertising this area as a fireworks viewing spot, but they just put over the announcement that due to weather they won't be able to do the full version of the show, and that they'll be doing a, I guess, smaller version. Which I do like that parks are doing those now. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I first went to Disney and they had to cancel the fireworks due to wind. This is in Disneyland, California. And I like how parks are now doing, oh, here's a taste of the fireworks, or, you know. I'm pretty sure, like, at Magic Kingdom, they just, you know, if there's ever rain, they just do a projection show on the castle without the fireworks. And I know there's, like, a taste of Fantasmic, too, so I'm glad that parks are doing that. And hopefully the taste of the Carowinds 50th anniversary fireworks are pretty good. Although I don't think it'll top the Kings Island one. Those were, like, really good.
Knights of Fire. 50 years ago, there was a declaration that here, spanning across the state lines of these two great Carolinas, would be a place to laugh, a place to enjoy, and a place to create memories. Visionary E. Pat Hall once said, Carowinds would be a place where no idea was too bold and no challenge too great. Tonight, we celebrate that promise in the place where the Carolinas come together.
Laughter and cheer for everyone. The adventure continues. The adventure continues.
Thank you for celebrating 50 years of laughter, joy,
I guess that was
and
the
memories with us.
simplified version
we
of
hope
it.
you had the best of.
So ERT is about to start on Copperhead, and thankfully, actually I just noticed, I think they're doing 2 trains now. But also good news, since this ride has lockers, during ERT, lockers are free.
No, that's not how you do it. For
free! For free!
For
sounds good to me.
So Copperhead isn't actually open quite yet. I think they might be like clearing the fireworks stuff out of it because they said it would kind of open a bit later. But while we're over here, and since I got the locker, let's do some of the flat rides here at Eric and Uncle Landing. I'm liking a lot of these. Like that one looks cool. I think we should just do bumper cars first. This just looks like like such a cool looking bumper cars. Like I'm so used to kind of seeing like older bumper cars, but look at this. This looks like all like modern looking. I'm looking forward to this.
Hovercraft testing is about to begin. Please clear the test floor area. Hovercraft testing is about to begin. Please clear the test floor area.
Is that GLaDOS or GLaDOS?
Please stand by. System issue. Entering safe call service.
Okay, so we just did these bumper cars, Hover and Dodge. While they might not be the most thrilling bumper cars out there, aesthetic-wise and theming-wise, this is amazing. Like, I can't think of like any like really like themed bumper cars.
Like I remember this ride 2 years ago. It was kind of just on its own. It was kind of dark, like because like there was no lighting or anything.
Was it still like a circle like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just kind of like in its own area. It was very dark. Like there wasn't much lighting. But now there's like this whole area really has like a whole thing of new life.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. It looks really. Although I just thought of an idea. What if they completely enclose this? Like imagine it's completely indoors. Like imagine the bumper car equivalent to like Cosmotron at Knoebels, just like rave party. But yeah, honestly, really cool. Right, we didn't do that, but we just did their air race. That was really fun. So I've kind of said in the past that if I wanted to add a ride to Hershey, like a new flat, it would be a S&S Scream and Swing in the spot of the old amphitheater. It's kind of by like Cocoa Crack or Coal Cracker and all that. No, Hershey, can you get one of these? These are kind of fun. You should get one of these. Although capacity is probably gonna be, so I don't know. just did Afterburn twice because there's nobody in the station. We did that like back to back in the second row. That was hauling.
That was so good.
That was real. Like I need to think. Like this might be like in my top 2 or 3 favorite inverts.
Like even with being in the first few rows, crazy fast.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah. And also like pretty smooth. Like I feel like the only rough like headbanging part is this right here.
Yeah.
Which I can't say for a lot of them. Alpengeist. But anyway, we just got word that Copperhead is now reopened, so let's head over there. Alright, just did a back row night ride during ERT on Copperhead Strike. Wow, that is really good. That ride is still like really amazing. Like I said, the whole like just variety of forces, the hang time is just crazy, especially on that loop and the like inverted top hat cutback thing. Yeah, just overall really good ride. Now we're heading over to the last ride we're probably going to be doing tonight, Intimidator 232.
The ride at all times. Please sit in an upright seated position, facing forward with your back and shoulder against the seat. Please hold on to your handlebar until the end of the ride. Thank you and enjoy the Intimidator.
I'll enjoy it. At the time, go ahead and unbuckle those seatbelts. Once I drink a safe hold of the up and shuffle up the locker, set the rain up, order straight at Carowinds. For all my operating passengers, those gates are now open, so through the carefully through those gates, they will be closing. Make sure to place all your loose.
And now the park got last ride of the night on Intimidator with the trims turned off. Who made us to turn off the trims? Thank you to the crew on Intimidator, you guys did great. I also heard apparently like they had 0 downtime the entire day, so props to those guys. I also just caught a little bit of, I guess they're rehearsing for the Grand Carnival show. They just had like a bunch of, they were doing a little show, then they kind of stopped for a bit doing rehearsal. Pretty cool, but overall, this is a really great day so far. First day at Carowinds. First time for me at Carowinds, just an amazing time. So that does it for day 5 of CoasterCon and my first ever visit to Carowinds. Overall, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, like I said, this park has a great top 4, and then it kind of just drops down from there. I mean, I'd probably say Nighthawk is my 5th favorite now, but there's a pretty big gap between like that and Afterburn. So yeah, I feel like this park could maybe cut some of its lesser coasters, put in some more. Maybe not like, you don't need like, elite coasters every time, but, good like solid, mid-tier coasters. Especially, Kittyhawk, can you please just get rid of that, put in something like Dragonfly or just some newer Vekoma suspended family coaster. But CoasterCon isn't done. There's still one more day left. Tomorrow will actually be really fun. I got a maintenance tour I'm going on. There's one thing I really want to do. They're going to do a lights-on walkthrough of Boo Blasters. There's also going to be some keynote speakers tomorrow. I'm debating which one I should go to, the history one or one about the design of aeronautical landing. I might go to that second one just because I'm going into theme park design, might as well go see that. So if you want to make sure you see that video, make sure you subscribe to Blue Diamond Coasters. Also make sure to like and comment on this video. Also follow at Blue Diamond Coasters on both Instagram and TikTok. And until next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. Later.